Sandy Tiger, and I'd like to talk to you a minute about my upcoming class called I Doodle Do You, which is set to go live hopefully May 10th, which is my birthday. Those of you that know video problems might be questioning that date, but I think we'll have everything straightened out by then. I sure hope so. Two things I want to talk to you about. Number one is I'm getting a lot of people telling me they don't think they can do it. It looks too hard. They can't draw. I can't draw a stick. And this will not apply to you. I know you can do this. I promise you you can do this. I had a girlfriend over yesterday and I gave her a little private mini lesson. And she was one of those that said, I could never do this. And you know what she went home and did? She went home and did it. She went and bought herself some markers this morning at Michael's and did herself a sun today. So I know you can do this. And she even said it wasn't that hard. So don't be scared, you can do it. Another thing I want to talk to you about is supplies. I did put a supply list up on the blog, but a lot of people missed it. And I don't know why, because don't you all just read my blog all the time? You're supposed to. This requires a good white heavyweight paper. This I love. This is Strathmore Bristol, and all these supplies you can get at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, AC Moore, whatever you have nearby you, Joann's. You can get it there with a coupon, and everything that I'm showing you doesn't cost a bundle. All right, the markers, they're a little outrageous, I have to admit that. But coupon, people, coupon. You can get this stuff online. If you don't have a store near you, you can go online. On the blog I have in the supply list, which you're going to have to go look for now because it's many posts ago, is a link to Dick Blick and the instructions on how to get into class supplies for I Doodle Do You. They'll have everything there. Also, my friend Carrie has a great shop. There's also a link there for that, Planet U, and she will have some of the things in there also. So anyway, back to paper. I like the Strathmore Bristol. It's 100 pound. Oh, so heavy. I crack myself up. It's nice and smooth, bright white. It takes the ink beautifully. If you can't find it or you don't have access to anything like that, the heavier weight, the better. If you have a smooth white cardstock, you know those sheets that come inside the scrapbook albums that nobody ever uses? They might work just fine. So hopefully you save them and use them. You're going to want a nice fine artist's pen, black. I usually use the Faber-Castell Pitt pen, the fine point, and that always worked really well for me and I loved it until I ran out of ink and went to Michael's to get another one and they didn't have it. So, and I needed it. So I bought a 4-pack of these Staedtler pigment liners and they're really nice. I'm really enjoying them. There's 4 different sizes in this kit and it wasn't that expensive and I used a coupon. And I really like it. S-T-A-E-D-T-L-E-R, Staedtler. I don't know how to pronounce any of the stuff I use, so just so you know, I'm probably saying it wrong. But you'll definitely want a fine point pen, black pen. Markers are personal choice. I like the Prismacolors. I like them mostly because they came with a bullet point and they were free. They were a gift from my friend Schnauz, also known as Lisa Wallace. And she got me hooked on these things, and now I have a nice little supply that I have added to what she originally gave me. I like the bullet points because I am not adept with the Copics, with the brush points, and that's what I have, and I haven't found anywhere close by that carries these replaceable tips because I could change them over to bullets and haven't done that yet, mainly because I'm lazy. So I like the Prismacolors. Any markers will work, so go read your kids' markers and use them if they have a fine enough tip. I have one girlfriend that actually uses the chisel point of these Copics and can go into real tiny spaces with that. So you know what, whatever you're comfortable with. You're going to want a range of colors, cools and warms. I like the cools for drawing my moons. I just cracked myself up with that. And warms for the suns. We're going to be doing a sun and moon combo, so I suggest maybe some blues and greens and purples, and then some yellows and oranges and reds will all look nice, but you really don't need more than 10 markers to get a really nice effect. And if you don't have that many, then you don't. It's not that big of a deal. We will be using a compass. Actually my husband gave this to me from his workshop, and it's very, very old, and it's kind of rusty, and I think this is the original pencil, which kind of geeks me out, but it works. Because you know what? You don't have to go direct to marker and think that you're going to get the perfect shot. I used pencil in quite a few of what I've done. I did it for the dragonfly doodle, and I did it for the eye doodle, E-Y-E doodle, because there's no way I could just go direct to marker and expect not to have made a mistake in the outlining of it. So I definitely used a pencil. You're going to get to the point where you won't need to use a pencil for the more basic stuff like the suns and the moons and things like that. But a compass comes in really handy. I priced these at Michael's, and I think they were like $1.99. So I know they have them in the grocery stores in the stationery aisles. So get yourself a compass. It will come in handy. If you absolutely can't have a compass, take a piece of dental floss, and I know you all have dental floss there. You should if you don't. And take a pin and put your pencil to a certain length of the floss, and you can use that as a guide. Because we're going to be doing things like that. And while the interior lines are all freehand, because these are wavy on this little sun, the outside lines will help you with some type of guide like a compass or a dental floss on a pin. So that's basically really all you need, and you need time and patience, because these things don't happen overnight. They take a lot of work, but it's just kind of busy work. So I do it all the time, just sitting in front of the TV. When Bobby is watching something boring, I'll just sit there and doodle, and I'll color stuff in, and it's a lot of fun, and it passes the time, and it's really nice to do right before I go to sleep, because it makes my eyes tired with all this really fine little tiny work. So again, don't be scared. You can do this. If you have any questions, I am all over the web. You guys know that. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, message boards, email. You can text me. I'm here. Once the class goes live, we're going to have our own private Facebook page where you can upload your artwork so that I can see your doodles, because I'm going to be really interested in seeing how well you all do. You can go to my blog, which is sandy-mybravesoul.blogspot.com. I hate that name. Hate it. But it was, I got stuck with it. So go there. You'll see the link to PayPal. That was my cuckoo clock. I don't know if anybody just heard that cuckoo. That was my cuckoo. You can go to my blog. There is a link for PayPal for the class. Once the class goes, right before the class goes live, you will get a link to the private blog where the class will be held. And that will be available forever. So you'll always be able to access it if you forget how to do something. But I promise you, after you watch this, if you watch the class once, you're going to be able to do this. It's not going to be that much. So I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I will keep you updated, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.